Good morning, good evening, good afternoon, wherever you are. Hello, Danny. What is happening? Don, what is on the shopping list? Actually, if there's any way I could buy some sleep, I'd pay top dollar for that right now. Um, Actually, to be very honest with you, Don, I went shopping yesterday. How about that? Because I didn't feel like I knew tonight was going to be busy at work, and I didn't feel like doing it. So you guys are going to have my undivided attention for right now. So I'm not going shopping. Although after I take my daughter to school, I may stop and get a couple chicken breasts because I brought stuff home from chicken soup. So wifey's got a cold. I'm hoping not to get it. Hoping my kids don't get it. So I am going to make some chicken soup this morning or this afternoon, one or the other. And can't beat chicken soup any time of year. I don't give a shit what you say. Um, Danny, what is happening up there in Toronto? What is going on? The last time I was in Toronto, I went and saw the Hockey Hall of Fame. I got to touch the Stanley Cup. I got to eat at Wahlburgers. I got to eat at Wayne Gretzky's. I can't even speak. Wayne Gretzky's restaurant. Uh, what else did we do there? I can't even remember. It was a while back, but my family and I spent a night in Toronto. Might have been 2 nights. That's how good my memory is right now. What's up, Steaks? What is happening? I'm in the wifey mobile right now, and every time I stop, the engine shuts off. We've been over this before. I can't stand it. I hate it. So I'm not used to it. Still not used to it. And hopefully my next car doesn't do it. Um, yeah, so tonight went by pretty fast. I'm not going to complain. Went pretty smooth. I'm just tired. I had to drive an hour and a half Friday night for a photo booth for a friend of mine's daughter for her Sweet 16. And then when I got home, I actually did a live. I don't know how many people saw that live um, or heard it since it's been gone. But, we had on that live, we started that show off with me talking. And there was I think 10 people watching. And the only person that was talking to me was Sleepy Ralph. So Sleepy Ralph kept me entertained for the first 12 minutes. And then Chris Trock came in and he started talking to me. And then Don came on wearing his sweet vest for his sweet vest like Ralph for his car show that he was doing. And then I had on, then the real Ralph Mucci came on and the other Sleepy Ralph vanished. And Seth Squatch came on, which was cool. Seth is always entertaining and fun to be with. I like when Seth comes on. And speaking of the vest, here we go. Sir Don.
How are you, Todd Father?
I'm awesome. How are you?
Super fantastic.
Fuck Monday. That's all I gotta say.
I'll double that.
That's all I gotta say. It's fuck Monday. Sorry for the early swear words, but fuck Monday. That's all.
Man, I wish I had a day off today.
I do too, man. But you know what? I can't complain. I have good problems. I made a good amount of money this weekend with my little side jobs, and I can't complain. I'm just
That's good to hear.
yeah. So I haven't had a Monster energy drink in more than 24 hours. So I told my wife that I promised her that I would try to cut down on the Monster energies, because when I was just drinking coffee, and like a pop here and there, a soda, whatever you want to call it, and then doing like a pretty basically a gluten-free diet. I felt amazing. I dropped weight. Like I just felt really good. Like I wasn't in like pain and this and that, and so I want to try to get back to that, especially with my wedding season coming and everything. I want to shave a few pounds. So
Have a shot of espresso instead of a Monster Energy drink.
no, you're right. I don't. Do you need a machine for that? I mean, I don't know. I just make coffee at work.
Oh, okay.
Do you make yours with a machine? Do I need a fancy machine?
No, you can have a percolator, or you could have an espresso pods, or an espresso machine, whatever.
Oh, all right. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know.
It'll get you
I
buzzing.
just make my coffee, and it usually does the trick. There's this coffee that they sell here in the cups or whatever. It's called Wide Awake coffee. That stuff's pretty potent. So thank God I'm not speeding because I would have just gotten nailed. Woo! Hello, Mr. Officer. You're lucky. I'm lucky. I'm tired, man. Because normally I'd be going a little faster than this.
You would have just donated to the annual ballroom dance for the police.
Yeah, I got some pretty interesting videos from my. No, I'm sorry. And Saturday night I did a 40th birthday party, and once the alcohol and 90s music started kicking in, yeah, it got naughty in there. And I got some sweet video, but I don't even think I'm not gonna put that up.
Damn.
Not now that more of my family members are watching this stuff I'm doing. I don't think I'm gonna. I think I gotta
Just get them to cover their eyes.
I gotta dial it back a little bit, somewhat.
Nah,
So
nah, man. We're not going to become a PG show.
okay, all right. You don't got to twist my arm that much. Hey Nick M, how you doing? Sorry, I'm still driving, guys. If I'm missing anything right now in the chat, my bad. I'll be home in exactly 20 seconds. So,
Hey, Nick, how are you, buddy? Man,
I got three sandbags on my son's basketball net, and the wind was so ferocious again this weekend that it blew it back over again. Oh,
wow.
Hello, Rabbit. I got a rabbit right in my front lawn. Come on, Rabbit. You're the one who's shitting all over my front lawn, huh? It's your little pebbles, you little fucker.
Rabbit
Oh,
stew.
okay.
Yum.
Yeah, well, that's what it's going to come down to pretty soon. I'll tell my son he'll come out with his 12 gauge real quick.
There won't be that rabbit lift. You'll be eating pellets. Here we go. He's left the show. Can anyone else hear me? Sounds like it did. We're all dead. Oh, well, it looks like Top Father's done another disappearing act. Him and Stevie must come from the same school. And Ralph. Hey, Todd Father, more than 3 shakes. You know what that is? Hurry up. Sounds like he's being knocked off the show. Okay. So what's everyone up to besides getting out of bed right now? Making coffee?
All right, we there?
Fixing your bed? Yeah.
Hooray, I can hear you. That was crazy. I lost half my subscriber or half the chat, which was 6. Now I got 3. What the fuck?
Don't worry. I scared him away.
Oh, what'd you do? What'd you say?
I told him that he went to the toilet and it was more than three shakes.
Oh my God, no, man. I'm good. You're about up to 220? Is that how much you weigh? Is that what he's saying?
I don't know what he's saying.
I'm up to about 220, Don.
220
You weigh
what?
220
Pounds?
sticks? Yeah. What is that your weight?
Can't
Danny
be your
says
height. You can't
Danny
be
says I
2.2 meters.
have tons of construction safety vests and shirts. Yeah, I can go over to my father's house and get a whole bunch too. Um, so Don said, "What are you up to?" I'm about up to 220. Okay, that makes sense. Um,
Trust Stiggs to come up with something like that.
um, so I have a question. Do you use Google a lot?
I use Google Chrome and I use Explorer, the new Explorer.
I'm talking like the search engine for like stuff you randomly want to know.
Yeah, I use Google Chrome or Explorer, the new
Okay.
version. Well, what's up?
So, well, no, I'm just saying, like, how did we not have this stuff like when we were younger? You know what I mean? Like, what did we do? Did we look in like encyclopedias, like for book reports and crap like that, or projects? Because like
Yes,
for
yes.
for example, so we got in today, a couple pallets of Asian product. So the names on them are just crazy. You know what I mean? There's like uh Singwa, there's Shirley Hone, I can't even Tong Ho, like there's all this crazy product, okay? And I don't know what this stuff is. I mean, I do now. I mean, it took me about a year and a half to get used to what the stuff coming in, but like I still have to use Google once in a while if I forget, like, cause I don't know what the freaking vegetables look like. You know what I mean? And for example, another example, like I told my wife, I'm like, when I was doing the gluten-free diet, I mean, I wasn't 100,000% dead on with the diet, but probably about 90%. I was doing great with it. I'm like, but the only problem there's only one bread that I like, and it's like Canyon Mountain or something. It's called. It's at the Wegmans store but that's not real close to me. But anyway, all the other gluten-free breads that I tried, it basically as soon as you bite into it, it like disintegrates. It's disgusting. I hate it.
Yeah,
So I so my wife and I are sitting eating dinner yesterday, and I'm like, I wonder if like rye bread or I wonder is any better than white bread, like as far as the gluten content.
sourdough, sourdough,
Well, yes.
sour.
So what did I do? I went to Google and I put in, what bread has the least amount of gluten, and it said rye and sourdough are much less and they break down gluten much better than a white bread.
Yes, because the gluten in it is more relaxed. It hasn't been pounded and beaten and you know done with.
So that's what I'm going to settle for, sourdough and or rye bread. So I took rye bread for my sandwich for lunch yesterday.
See, sourdough is also fermented longer than normal bread. It's about a 72 plus hour process of fermentation, which basically gets rid of all the gluten out of it before it hits your stomach.
How do you know all this? What the how do you there's not nothing I can't stump you on.
I'm pretty sure there is. Don't worry about that.
Oh my God, I'm as sharp as a
That's
spoon. I don't know how you know all this stuff.
that's like we used to buy this gluten-free bread. It was only about like 300 grams, 400 grams. It was small. It weighed about like 2 pounds. It was really nice, but it cost like $10. And I said to my wife, "You're tripping. We need about 5 or 6 of those loaves a week."
Yeah. All right, Stiggs, I'll try that out. I'll have to check into that. Um, problem is like I don't know, like when I'm working, my appetite is like ferocious. Like if I'm lifting crap all night and moving, all I want to do is eat. Like right now, I'm starving. Like I want to go in my house and start eating right now, but I guess I'll just hang out with you guys for a little bit longer.
Oh, that's
Um,
like me today. Working all day, I forgot all about lunch. As soon as I got home, I said to my wife I could eat a horse.
okay, how the fuck did that just happen? I hope I didn't wake anybody. I accidentally hit the garage door opener.
Actually, Tommy's got me stumped. I don't know that breed. That must be an American breed, I assume. I've never heard of that.
Ezekiel? Is that how you say it? Ezekiel? Is it like an Amish bread? Or like what? I mean, I don't.
Ezekiel. I've never actually heard of that breed. It must be just for America, possibly, or New Jersey, maybe. Is that a Jewish-based breed or something, Tommy?
Yeah, that's what I was thinking too. Did you guys see my thumbnail for this show?
Shooting stars.
The Hulk Hogan pose.
Yeah.
Um, yeah, yeah. So that was I wanted to show the whole photo strip, but when you do a StreamYard thing, I mean, I don't know if you could do it differently from your cell or from your computer, but on my cell phone, it only lets you take up so much of the picture or whatever. I use this so much. I used my laptop the other night for StreamYard. What
I just use I use my phone. I've got that latest Samsung Z Fold, which opens up. It's like a little mini tablet. Brilliant.
Yeah, I still have a Galaxy. I think it's an S21 or whatever. You see that, Nick? You like that, huh? Yeah, Hulk Hogan pose. So let me ask you this. So if you're checking out stuff on Google all the time, do you go with it? Do you trust it? Because of course, if it's on the internet, it's true, right?
Not necessarily. Can
I
be
know,
wrong.
I know. I'm just saying, like, do you trust Google over somebody who's, who might know more? You know what I mean? It's just weird.
Oh, you always do your due
You,
diligence.
you all right
You
over there?
know, I always read up, talk, and somehow get in between. What's the thing between the two things?
Yeah. Did you, how'd the car show go? Turn out okay?
We had about three-quarters of the car park. We had about nearly 600 cars.
600 cars?
Yep. And you know how many mamas we turned away?
Oh my Lord. I mean, I mean, you'd have to have a gigantic parking lot for that alone.
Just for the event, we have 750 car parks.
Oh, that's insane. Oh, that's cool. So you don't, do you raise money for stuff when you do this, or like is it just a meetup?
No,
What?
it's just basically a free event for anyone to come in and enjoy themselves. We pay rent for the car park.
Do you
Um,
go ahead, I'm sorry, I
um,
didn't mean to cut you off there.
we pay rent for the car park, and we sell merch to try and recover some of the costs. Plus, we've got a few sponsors, and because we're a car club, we have memberships and reduced registration for the historic vehicles.
Oh, cool. Do you do motorcycles that are 80s and under for that too, or is it just cars?
Yes, yes.
Oh, you do? You do
Eh,
motorcycles as well?
Yes, we've got a few guys with the old, the old Indians, the old Harleys, uh, BSAs, whatever, Nortons.
Cool. Do you have a motorcycle?
Me, no.
Oh, surprised. I'm shocked.
I'm looking into one.
What's that?
I'm looking into one.
Are you really? Don't do it.
Uh,
Don't do it.
I like the old Indians. The old Indians. I really love those.
Just get it. If you get one, just keep it parked in your garage. I'll never own
This-
another motorcycle again, ever. At least I don't think I will. I'd rather buy a hot rod or something else, but I don't know. I just don't. I don't know. I had my fun with it. I survived my crash, and that's it. So
I've always been a four-wheel person, no matter what.
yeah, that's the thing. You're a speed freak, so you'll want to get on it and see what it's got right away.
Well, funny you should say that. My brother-in-law built up so these guys call them hot rods, and he took me for a spin in it once he got it finished. And he's driving a lot, Miss Daisy. And I said to him, "What the hell are you doing? This car's designed to go hard." He goes, "Oh, I don't know its full potential." I said, "Pull over."
Oh, you got in the driver's seat.
Pulled over because it's a manual body auto. Just smacked it back down at first and just went to town with it. And I was just basically, he looked at me, he goes, "I didn't know it was like that." I said, "I think it's got more potential. You better go to another mechanic and get it retuned." He took it to my mechanic, retuned it, and it pulled even harder. He goes,
Wow.
"Holy shit."
I worked for I used to sell Chevrolets,
Yeah.
and I drove the what is it, the ZL1s. It's like
Oh,
600
yeah.
horsepower supercharged,
Yeah.
and that thing was just freakish. I couldn't believe how fast that car was. Like you almost couldn't even get grip, through first gear alone. You just skated, and then you hit second gear, and then it grabbed. You know what I mean? It was just unbelievably fast.
They got a lot of kick in them, but this is a catch. That's a supercharged pushing 600 horsepower.
All
Okay,
right,
we got
what are you doing over there,
normally
Stiggs? What are you
aspirated.
putting lotion on your face? What's he doing? Is he putting his makeup to come on here? You're not doing any rubber ducking, are you? I'm watching him right now. What are you doing? What the fuck is this guy? Hang on.
My facial.
What?
Oh my god!
Stiggs, how many fucking times do I got to pull your man card? Holy Jesus Christ!
You missed your forehead, Stiggs.
What are you doing?
I'm doing my facial in the morning.
Oh my god!
Oh wow. Okay.
There we go. Nicey nice. Then I wash it off and I'm good. How do you think I don't need filters for Googles?
I don't need filters for Googles either, and I work in a cooled warehouse. My face is like leather.
Every day. Okay? There you go. I give it
Oh,
to you
good for
real.
you. Good for you. I
No,
can't knock you till I try it. I can't knock it till I try it.
don't forget to put your tan on after, Stiggs.
I got two
I would.
questions, but I got to log off while I rinse off. But I got two questions for you. I'm going to come back on in 2 minutes.
Yeah.
All right, bye.
Okay. I thought he was gonna ask the questions now. That's what it made it seem like, right? That he was gonna ask me the questions and then come back. Yes. No.
And then come back in, yeah.
Okay. All right. I would. One of these days Stiggs, you're gonna have to tell me what that product you had on your face is, and I'm gonna do that when my wife wakes up for work, and I just want to see her reaction.
The only thing he hasn't shown us yet is his manicure of his nails and his pedicure.
Well, I was watching him in the back room there, and I'm like, what is he doing? I couldn't fully see exactly what he's doing, but I see him rubbing his eyebrows and his forehead. I'm like, what is this guy doing?
Can you imagine if he comes on orange next?
Say that again, Don.
If he comes on orange,
Oh yeah, that's next, spray tan or something. He's talking about Google filters. You don't need filters. You don't need a filter there, Stiggs. You don't.
So,
You're just fine.
Tommy, when are you going to break out in pimples?
Oh man, don't say that. You'll give the guy an anxiety attack. Oh man. Um. Yeah. So the party was definitely I think that's why I feel kind of off right now. They had every kind of like side dish, like they had a full spread of different foods and stuff, and I indulged, and man, I don't know, I crucified my stomach, I think.
Nice.
So yeah, it was
So
good, but
you
now
were,
I feel like I'm paying for it.
so that was a 40th. So you were the oldest.
Oh no, I wasn't. Definitely was not. Um, it was crazy. Man, I really want to say what happened at the end of it, but I don't know.
That's up to you. That's up to you.
Well, I'll just say that a lap dance was involved. So that's
With
how
a
my night.
gorilla?
That's how my night ended. So not with me, not with me, not with me. That's sorry, not with me.
Yeah, right.
No,
Yeah,
no,
okay.
no, 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 no. Wow, that could have been real bad.
We've heard that one before.
What's that?
We've heard that one before.
Yeah, no, no, no. Um, no, the birthday girl got one from one of her friends. So
A he
it
or a
was
she?
uh one of her girlfriends gave her the lap dance, but
Oh
it
my
was it
god.
was it was just awkward because the guy the guy how can you say it? There was only like 5 people left there. There was me and no wait, there's like 6 people there. So there was me and then like 2 other couples or 3 other couples, so 7, whatever, fuck, whatever. So he says, "Oh yeah, well, I promised her I was going to give her a lap dance for her 40th birthday." And she looks at the guy she's with. I don't know if it was her boyfriend or her husband or what. And she goes, "How much can I take off?" And I'm like, "Oh my god! If my wife ever asked me that, I would. I don't think she. Number one, I don't think she would ask me that. I know she wouldn't. You know what I mean? I don't know. It was crazy. So the guy goes, "Well, just your shirt, but leave your bra on." I'm like, "This is crazy. I just
I
want to
was
go."
like, he wasn't take everything off if he's just your bra.
Well, needless to say, I went to the back of the room where my system was set up, and I let them do their thing, and I just stared at my phone the whole time because I felt awkward. Like I felt like super awkward, and like they're up at the bar all like staring. Like I don't know. I could never. I could. I don't know.
Nick, it was a she dance.
Yeah. Yeah. Right, Nick. That's what it was. But I mean, they were having fun. That's it's their thing. It's their business. It's their crowd. But I mean, I just felt weird because like she like looks at the guy and says, "Well, how much can I take off?" I could never, ever, ever imagine my wife saying that to me, ever. So it was just
I've
weird,
seen
man.
them. Trust me, I've seen them all. My cousin used to own a catering business, and back in the mid to late 80s and 90s, there used to be uh, Bucks Nights left, right, and centre, and all the triple X's that used to come through. It's like, yeah, right, C1, C2, big deal.
Yeah. Well, the thing is, I don't know. I've seen a lot. I've done so many weddings, so many different events. It's just the problem is I knew some of the people there. You know what I mean? Normally they're just strangers. I do my thing and I leave. You know what I mean? It's just I don't know.
Nick, today's generation, it's female to females.
Yeah, Nick, it was a female on female lap dance.
That's
So.
nothing new nowadays. If they get men to men,
Oh no, no, not at all.
what's wrong with female to female?
I didn't video that, by the way. I know I told you guys I had some video, but that wasn't part of it.
Well, men nowadays, today's generation want to dress up as bloody women.
I'm gonna. Yeah. Oh, don't. Let's not get into that. I'll lose all my subscribers. All my 6 subscribers. I'll lose them all. Oh God.
Drew, what's Tommy running out of water or something?
Tommy, he's drowning in his sink right now with his facials, whatever the fuck he's got going on over there.
Like I said, he might come on orange.
You're right. Yeah, he'll come on. His face will be like camouflage. He'll be like war paint on him. He'll come out with war paint on him.
And
But
he had his bathrobe on too, well, didn't he?
yeah, he was in his robe. He's in his white robe.
White robe. Oh, you mentioned that white robe and orange face.
I couldn't. I don't know. I'm just so on the move all the time that I couldn't even imagine even trying to do that. Whatever he's doing, the cream on your. I don't know.
So did
don't
the
know
lap
what
dancer come and give you a kiss after?
What's that?
Did the lap dancer come and give you a kiss after?
No, hell no. Come give me a kiss? Is that what you said?
Yeah.
No, oh, absolutely not. I turned the speaker off afterward. I said, "All right, that's it." So I had everything broken down, and in my car, I had my cell phone hooked up to my speaker, and that was it. I got out of there. And like I said, the girl whose party it was, I've known her, for a long, long, long time, and
Did you feel awkward?
she didn't. No, not at all.
Wow.
I mean, that was her friend. You know what I mean? That's,
So who knows if they've been together?
Oh,
What was my question? What was my question?
Hello.
My question.
Hello, Steve.
I'm here, guys. Shit. What was my question? Okay, Todd Father, you do all these gigs solo, no partner? Your son yet? You're getting him into it?
Once in a while, I'll bring my son to do a photo booth with, like at a wedding or something, and it's normally when I know the people, if they're family or they're okay with it. You know what I mean? He's getting to the age where, like, he's gonna get his working papers and stuff like that. But like normally, I'll bring him along. If I don't have a good feeling about it, then I won't. You know what I mean? But I have other people that do come with me to run the photo booth while I'm DJing.
Well, does your son show an interest or no? Like afterwards, Dad, what about this? How do you do that? How do you plug that? Does he show an interest?
He knows how to do everything.
Yeah, he knows how. But is he interested?
Yeah, no, he is. He is. Do I think he's gonna like take the business over at some point? I don't know. You know what I mean? I got enough stuff for him to start out, and I got the clientele. You know what I mean? But I mean, I don't know. But the thing he does like about it though is every time he's worked with me, if he puts a little tip jar out there, it fills up. So he's gotten tip more. He's gotten tip more than me.
Good job.
Yes. Oh, listen, the one night, and I pay him like I pay my regular people. You know what I mean? Just because he's my son, I don't skimp out or whatever. If he's gonna do it, and he comes out of his shell, he dresses up. He does real nice. He does it. He does great work. I get lots of compliments when he does it.
So crazy. It's great. I love it.
The one night I put a tip jar out and I put a $5 bill in it. Okay, just to see what happens. That kid had $180 in 3 hours.
Holy smokes!
Here's me, Jesus Christ!
That's great.
I didn't get a nickel for a tip.
That's beautiful.
That particular wedding I did get tipped as well, but
look, it's a good thing because I say it all the time, man. They don't just listen to us, they watch us. And the things that we are interested in, you better believe that our sons are going to be interested in. And that can be good vices and bad vices. So they will do what we do, believe it or not, no matter what we say. What we do is what they're going to do. He's going to be interested in that. I'm just wondering if you started asking the questions like, okay, what kind of turntable, what kind of program, what kind of this, what kind of that, that shows the interest. And then the money is the ambition level right there that he got a lesson on, the hustle and getting paid for hustle instead of anything else. Really good work.
No, he knows exactly how everything goes. I have a full blown itinerary that I do with the bride and groom. As soon as I start talking to him, all the planning starts beginning. You know what I
Beautiful.
mean? So by that week, the week of, it's all final, more or less.
Uh-huh.
And when I take him with me, I show him everything that's going to happen and how it's going to work and what.
Oh.
And I have him help me. You know what I mean? If I need to know when the groomsmen and the bridesmaids are coming out to switch the song, like he'll give me the nod or something. If they don't have like a planner there already or something. So he's been with me from start to finish at like 3 or 4 different weddings.
Good. Do it as much as you can, because I had that surprise from me. I needed a helper on a handyman job. My son helped me. Fast forward, he's doing handyman jobs now on his own.
There you go. And that's the thing. And the thing I really wanted him to get out for is because these kids nowadays, and I'm at fault too, and it's hard. It's a whole different way of being a parent these days with all these screens.
Oh, it's
You know what I
impossible.
mean?
Oh,
So
Yeah.
he's starting to have his friends over. They're lifting weights in my basement now, which is nice. It's great.
that's
You know what I mean? Normally it's the game or the
Xbox,
phone or the texting or they don't. So I'm not gonna lie, I was pretty I was nervous about bringing him with me the first few times because I was afraid he was gonna be shy and this and that. And holy crap, this kid came right out of a shell. I got all these compliments and how respectful and how nice and how assertive he was because and that's the thing, when you got alcohol involved like that, people you gotta be assertive. You know what I mean? Hey, come on, let's do this, let's do that, line up here.
Yeah. Well, you're teaching him. This is what happens also when you get banged up. You're showing them a lot of good things, a lot of good. That's excellent. That's really good. And when you hear the compliment, it feels great because I hear the same thing. And too many people say the kids today, No, we are making the kids today. Our kids are a product of us for the most part.
Well, Tommy, most parents will say, "Here, shut up and go sit in the corner and play with my phone."
That's a different time. Of course, I understand that. Me too. Yes, of course, but
that's most parents. That's what they do nowadays. I see it.
Yeah, you see it. Yeah.
Well, it's easy to pawn your kid off on a TV screen or
Exactly.
an iPod or pad or whatever the fuck you call them. You know what I mean? It's so easy to just give them that to do because they're not gonna, because most kids fight for that kind of time. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
So
but they're so hungry. They're so hungry for what you're doing and I'm doing. They're so hungry for that, and nobody realizes it. They're just passing time, and those years are going fast, and they're putting them in a swing in front of a TV while they are on live streams. I'm just using an extreme example,
Yeah. You want to know what's hilarious, Stiggs? Is that my son was ranked in the game Fortnite, like ranked. Like when it first came out, the kid was like, what is he going to be? What is he, like 15 now? He was like 10 years old, right? And the kid made a YouTube channel, or he actually used a YouTube channel that I had, and all I did was like just log in and to view it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And he has he doesn't do it hardly. He hardly plays that game Fortnite anymore or whatever. But I have another channel right now with him and his videos on it. It's got 202 subscribers from when he was gaming.
Oh wow.
He would show all his like kill shots and all that stuff like that on that Fortnite game. He'd make his own videos.
Yep.
You know what I mean? Like he's got all these videos on there. He's got all these comments on there. Like all of a sudden my email's blowing up like crazy, my other email. And this kid's got
inquisitive.
Yeah. Oh yeah. And meanwhile I hardly know this was going on until I started seeing all the email notifications.
That's all you. That's good work.
No, that was all him because I never taught him how to play the game or do videos or like that. He knew more about that shit than before I ever did. I'll tell you that much.
No, the dedication, the ambition part, the being good at something. It's a lot has to do with you.
No, he definitely he definitely respects hustling and what hard work when gets you and goals and this and that. And that's the thing with him. I told him like I'll try to get you whatever you need or whatever you want as long as you keep up in school. And right now he's in 4 AP classes as a freshman. I said, Jesus,
Yeah.
I didn't even know. I said, because he's all stressed out the one day. And he's like, Dad, he goes, I'm in 4 AP classes. I said, what are you taking 4 AP classes for? You don't have to do that. You know what I mean? Like, unless he wants to graduate early, which I don't know if that's why, but
Don't let him graduate early. Even if he does, don't let him go through his schooling to the proper age.
no,
Yeah.
I agree. No, but I didn't. I honestly, I'm thinking to myself, do I have to have a talk with these counselors? Like, why are they trying to like, you know what it is? Here's why I got mad, because he's got all this workload and it turned him off from playing sports, school
Yeah.
sports. You know what I mean? And he goes, Dad, he goes, I said, are you going to play baseball this year? No, I'm not. I'm like, well, why? He goes, because I just, I got to come home, do my work, and I want a little time to relax or just do whatever I want to do. He goes, I don't want to go to practice, come home, take a nap, and then I'll be up till 11 or 12 doing my work. He's a freshman.
Nice.
You know what I mean? And I know there's a lot of kids who do that. I get it. I understand. But I don't want to put that kind of pressure on them. You know,
You got it. You got the whole. You know what you're doing. You got it under control. All right, Todd. Check this out here. This is
what do you got?
Ezekiel bread, Don. I'm curious to know if you have any information about this stuff, but it's made from sprouts. So.
Oh yeah.
No.
It's organic. I guess there's no. What were you talking about? Gluten. I guess there's no gluten in it. I don't know. But
it should say right on there. It is or it isn't.
Yeah, I can't see. It doesn't really say. But I was just curious because you stopped gluten for a specific reason, or that was only. I'm not saying everybody should eat this. I'm just saying I eat this. But gluten for a reason, specific reason, is poison, right?
For some people, Tommy, that suffer from celiac, gluten
celiac.
is like poison to them.
Oh wow! Okay.
Yep, that's true. So the reason I tried it is because I never had issues with my skin until probably, I don't know, like 3-4 years ago, and all of a sudden I started getting all these like eczema blisters on my hands and my fingers, and I had a little patch on my calf and on my shoulder, and it was like to the point where I was like itching so bad, like my fucking hands were like raw. So they were giving me steroids, like a shot in the butt with steroids, and it would go away for like 4 or 5 months, and then it would come back, and then my dermatologist said, I can't keep giving you this; it's not healthy, So I literally just tried the gluten thing to see how much inflammation it would, or how it would
help it, right?
How it would do, yeah, exactly how it would do, and it was helping out a lot, but then it came to a point where as more time came, no matter if I was off gluten or not, it would just kept coming back. So, but in that time I was doing that, I lost a bunch of weight. I felt my energy level was way up. I was feeling great. I felt strong. I was motivated. You know what I mean? And
that's crazy.
But I still, hey Zio, how you doing? But
Zio and Steve. Morning.
Well, Steve too. Yeah, sorry, I'm like sitting there looking straight
Tommy,
ahead, talking.
Tommy, this is a good test. Do you eat pizza? Takeaway pizza?
Yeah, I eat pizza. Yep.
How do you feel after eating pizza?
Fat and fluffy and bloated.
Okay, that's the base. Because that base is prepared and it hasn't been fermented and it's still raw. So it's basically fermenting in your gut.
So what about the cauliflower crust? You guys have any experience with that?
No. Try sourdough based if they sell them. A sourdough based pizza. Once you've eaten that, it feels like you have not eaten a pizza.
Hey,
wow.
Coltrane, how you doing? Morning.
That's interesting.
So they sell these real thin cauliflower crust things at the store, and I was making like my little pizzas on there. It's pretty good. It's okay, but the only thing I don't like about cauliflower crust and maybe it's just me, but I feel like I gotta brush my teeth immediately afterwards because it's like got a weird like residue it leaves or something. I can't describe it. Like it's like you put like powder on your teeth or something. You got to brush it off. I don't know. So anyway, I wound up having, so since I couldn't do the steroids anymore for my eczema or whatever, they wanted to give me some chemo pill or something.
Oh my God.
And they're like, well, if you take this, it's less on your insurance, and but it takes about 4 months to kick in. I said, get the fuck, no way.
Oh my God, that's crazy.
You can't drink on it. I said, what's the other alternative? And they're like, Dupixent. So you'll see. Now that I mention it, Dupixent, it's called. You'll see it all over TV.
I heard about it. Yeah, I heard about it. Yes.
But the stuff is super expensive. But I got really, I like to think that I have very, very good insurance right now, and I don't have to pay anything for it. And ever since I've been taking that, my hands are clear.
Excellent.
But I got to give myself a shot every 2 weeks.
Oh, all right.
Yeah, but see, you can be born a celiac, or you can become a celiac as you grow older.
That's tough, man. That's tough.
Well, I don't have celiacs though, because I don't have any. My skin doesn't break out because I'm eating gluten. You know what I mean? But
you could be gluten tolerant. And not at the beginning of your childhood, but as you get older, your body starts to find it hard to break down a lot of stuff.
Yeah,
no doubt.
I'm starting to see it too now. Tonight I feel good. I had zucchinis sliced, dipped in flour, and then threw the bit of egg wash and herbs and all that, and quickly fried.
Wow.
Nice.
Yeah, I honestly, like, even like now, if I have like 3-4 beers, I'm like peeing like 2-3 times a night. Like, what the? I should drink 12 beers and never have an issue with peeing during the night. Sleep right through it. You know what I mean?
As you get older, things just affect you more. It's just compounded.
Things change, man. Yes, they do.
That and like, my freaking head's pounding me. I'm like, what did I do to myself? I'm like, I used to be able to drink this and not even blink.
Can't hang like you used to.
No, not even close.
All right, before we lose this, before this goes, if it goes into a shit show, I got a question for Don or even you, Todd Father, being that you guys are mechanically inclined. I did my did you guys hear about my battery yesterday or no?
It died.
Yeah.
Okay, so what I did was, as a test to test if the battery tester actually tested it right, because they said my battery wasn't dead. I took off the negative, right? The black. Yeah, I took off the black. I took off the black because they told me that there was a slow draw in the car. So if I took off the black and plugged it back in, and the slow draw was from the car, it wouldn't have started. It would have started if the slow draw was from the car, right?
You got a leakage.
No. What I did was I took the battery off, out of the car.
Yeah.
Then I put the battery back in later, and it wouldn't start, which tells you that the battery is dead, correct?
The battery's best way, Tommy, is if you charge that up or jump start it, right?
I did that.
And then put the voltage meter to it and see what it's reading, because when you're trying to crank it, it'll drop below 12 volts, which means your battery's on its way down. But sometimes it's not your battery. Sometimes it's your alternator.
Yeah, that's
kills your battery.
Right. That's why I did that. I unplugged everything from the battery, like fresh from the store. And then 6 hours later, I went to plug it back in and it would not start. So the battery did draw down without being plugged into anything. It's dead.
The cells are broken.
Beautiful.
Cells are broken down. But Tommy, check your alternator, because your alternator could not be maybe it's not charging your battery.
Yeah, that's the thing. I was going to say, normally when they tell you to disconnect the negative terminal while the car started, if it stalls out, then the alternator shot. You know what I mean? Is that right, Don?
Because what happens is your battery could be 100% perfect, but your alternator is not charging your battery. So what it's doing is your car's running on battery. not on the alternator.
Right.
Right. And that's why I took the battery out altogether.
That kills your battery. So how long did you have your battery for?
3 years, and that's what they fucking say. 3 years today, son of a bitch.
No, you should be getting at least 5 years.
Yeah, I was
No.
gonna say 3 years seems not long for.
That's what's happening now, guys. That's what's happening now. Unfortunately, you haven't been here yet, but wow, 3 years they're lasting.
I've got a battery, Tommy, for the race car, which is a gel battery. Okay, now they cost like about $400-500 a battery.
Yeah.
Now they need to be on trickle charge every time, continuously.
Yeah, trickle charge.
Hey,
Yeah.
Zio Lesso, he says he's an older guy, and then Coach Train was saying that, or somebody was saying that your body changes every 7 to 8 years. So Zio Lesso, how many inches does your ball sack drop every 7-8 years? Well, I heard him talk about his ball bag for a long time, him and Maddie and all that. That's all they were talking about for a while. It was his ball bag. Sorry, I had to bring that up. I'm sorry. This show's been all over the place. Lap dances.
So that's what we do. That's what we do here.
Lap dances, skincare.
Yes, that was Noxzema.
Was it really?
That's Noxzema. I use it every day.
Oh my god, good for you. Yeah. So.
All right.
Yeah. So with the battery, like I said, when they tell you to take that negative terminal off, it's normally to test your alternator. So.
Yep. Well, everything else was good except for the battery. So I had to jump start it after the battery alone was sitting. That was after I did run it, Don. After I did run the car for a little bit, I quickly disconnected it and let it sit for 6 or 8 hours, and then plugged the battery back in, and it wouldn't start.
Yeah, but you got to drive it. When you do that though, you got to drive it.
I drove.
Okay. You drove and then.
Tommy, have you noticed your lights going yellow?
The lights gone yellow?
Yeah. Have you noticed your lights when you're driving at night diminishing?
Nope. Once it started, it's good.
Do you see Coach Train's comment here?
Once it started, it's perfect.
So
He's got a good point here. Huh? Buy a refurbished battery, they're like 50 to 75 instead of 100, 125. You could buy like Interstate Battery. They got them all over. I know. There's one near me, and they refurbish the batteries, and you save a bunch of money.
Now, are you buying a dry cell or a wet cell?
I drive the car. I don't know anything mechanical.
What I'm saying is, with batteries, they got the knobs on top, which you unscrew. That's a wet cell. When there's no knobs on top, it's all like a flat top. That's a dry cell, which means it's maintenance free.
Dry cell.
So, Stiggs, did they change the battery for you wherever you went and got it, or no?
Yeah, 3 or so years ago. Yes, I had somebody do it. I could do it myself, but I was in a pinch and I had to get it done right away.
Well, no, I'm saying most places when you buy a brand new battery, they'll change it for you.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. AutoZone here will do it for me. I can do it. I'm okay with that stuff. I have no problem doing it. I'll do it. Take me 5 minutes. Okay. But AutoZone will do it for me. They said they will do it for me.
Once you change the battery, put a new battery, Tommy. Start it up. When you start it up, get a voltage meter. Get a voltage meter on your battery and see if it's drawing too much. If it's drawing too much, that means also that the battery is too small, for the need, and 2, when it's driving, right, give it a bit of revs and see if the current drops. If it drops below 12, it means that your alternator's probably not charging.
Okay, so that's good. So when it was charging, I was running, I was at 15.
You're okay then. If it's 15, then you got perfect. Your alternator's okay, so your battery just shouldn't stop.
Beautiful. Wow, I'm so glad. See what YouTube does, guys? See what we break balls and everything, but you see how much good information, you never know what you're going to get on here?
Did you try,
might know something I don't know.
Did you try starting it this morning?
I tried late last night. I had the battery off for 8 hours. I was out all day. And then I came back. And then after the battery sitting for between 6 and 8 hours, I put the battery back on and it wouldn't start. The battery in its native way is only reading 8.1 or something like that.
Yeah, that's not.
No, it's dead. It's dead.
Beautiful. Okay, that's great.
Noel, how you doing, Noel? Want a shout out to Noel? Hang on, Don, will you?
Yep, go ahead. We're good. I got my answer.
Slow down. I just want to say hello to Noel. All right, Noel. I hope you're doing well down in Florida. I hope your weather sucks. Anyway,
Oh my.
what's it called? I wake up to take the fucking dogs out yesterday, right? But basketball net is right in the yard, just right over, blew right over with 3 sandbags on. I'm so fucking sick of this wind and shitty weather here. I don't know. Hey, Steven, Steve Harrod, how you doing, man? Thanks for coming in, dude. Appreciate it. Thanks for the sub.
Good show this morning. Not a crazy shit show, but we talked about a lot of good things, which I absolutely love. So
yeah, it's been all over the place. I'm not gonna lie. We covered a whole range of topics.
Yeah.
From Gleason to veteran.
Even Zio's ball bag got mentioned.
I know. I can't.
You know we covered everything until that.
Everything.
So.
all you need to ask the Zio is it hanging high or hanging low?
We're just missing 3 people this morning. We're missing Yankees. We're missing Ralph. Where the fuck's Ralph? Ralph was on during the night, super late. And Thindu, correct. But Ralph was on at like 2 or 3 in the morning for like a half an hour. I didn't even notice. My phone was charging. So
he's on every show, in every chat, and he's on all night. He doesn't sleep.
But it was from his channel. He was hosting.
Yeah, I saw for a quick minute, like I do. I turn around, I check my phone, and there was Ralph. I couldn't really talk.
Oh, like I said, my phone was charging when I finally took it back off the charger. I noticed that he had a show. I had no idea.
Yeah, I think he said he was moving his car. Possibly, I caught a quick glimpse of it. Moving a car, possibly.
What happened? What happened? He had to move his fucking car, and then he decided to do a show.
Yeah.
Oh my God. I'm just coming quick live to you. I had to move my car. Just want to see if anyone's out there. How you doing? How's everyone, hun? What's going on, babe?
Yeah.
Love you, hun.
He's great. He's enjoying YouTube. It's all good.
All right, Teresa. I'm sorry if you heard any of my potty mouth.
Oh, she heard it all, man.
I know.
Hey, Teresa, nice video of your son batting.
Incredible.
Yeah.
I'm waiting for my mother to log on now.
It looks like it might be an all-rounder.
Really good stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah, here's Stigs. You and I have to, and anybody in the chat, okay?
Uh-huh.
This is what we have to plan on doing here. So every time I mention something, whether if it's, well, you said like your car. Well, Don's a car bug, but what was I talking about? Gluten, and, rye bread and sourdough bread. And Don, of course, had. I don't need Google. I can just get a hold of Don. So somehow, some way, we have to find a way to stump Don, because every time we mention something, no matter what it is, he knows whether it's wine or sourdough bread or car motor.
I got him today with the Ezekiel bread.
He said it. I said, Tommy, I don't know what the hell that is.
I got him today, Father. I had your back this morning. I got him.
What, the face cream?
No, the bread I have. The Ezekiel.
Oh, okay. All right. Okay. All right.
We got him. Check that off. We're good.
Oh, God.
You're great.
I don't know everything. I know a little bit of everything, possibly.
Wow. He really does. That's incredible.
Yeah, Zio, so it probably wags like a tail by now, huh?
Oh, no.
Holy fuck.
You guys are bananas.
Oh, I'm going to hell. It's all good. I lifted up a pallet today of potatoes, and then I don't know if I've ever showed you the pictures, but when I lifted it up, I don't know if somebody who originally put it on the rack went through the forks through it, but I got nailed. I got nailed with about 5 potatoes from the third rack.
Wow.
I got nailed. They were raining potatoes on me when I lifted it up. Holy moly, I was pissed. It's all right.
Today was the second day we've had a rain in this month.
He probably knows a hell of a lot about pizza. That's the best part, Noel. He's probably,
Who's that?
Noel says, what does he know about pizza?
No, I used to work in a pizza bar.
A pizza bar?
Pizza parlor, whatever you want to call
Oh,
them.
parlor, yeah.
We call them pizzeria. We call them pizza bars.
Pizza bar?
We have a
Yeah, I used to
stamping
work.
plant. Steve Herod, I don't know where you're from, but we have a General Motors about 10 minutes from me, actually.
A plant? I'm in an assembly plant?
Yeah, they build the engines. They build the
Nice.
engines. Yeah, like I said, it's literally like 10 minutes from where I live.
That's incredible. That's
And
incredible.
we have a Ford stamping plant too, by right on the lake there.
Wow, that's pretty good.
Yeah, well, come to Florida, Don. That's what Noel said. Noel needs all our help.
No, we used to have about 3 guys stretching the bases and about 6 or 7 guys at the front just loading the pizzas. 3 people on the ovens and two people boxing.
I would love to try Australian pizza. Do you guys do chicken wings down there?
Yes, we do.
Okay, let me ask you this question. Are the chicken wings connected? The drum in the flat or the drum in the wing, is it
No,
connected, or
no,
do you guys cut
no.
it? They separate them?
Separate just the wings, or you can have the drumstick by itself. But normally at the pizza bars, you get chicken wings or ribs, barbecue sauce, or whatever. That's it. Or beef ribs.
Very nice.
Buffalo ribs. Sorry.
Yeah, Steve, I'm right near there. I'm just outside of there. In Lansing, is that Michigan? I think Lansing's Michigan, right? But
My
yeah,
best
that's
mate
right.
is
I'm just
my
outside of Tonawanda.
my best mate's actually CEO, MD, whatever you want to call, of General Motors in Shanghai.
So
General Motors in Shanghai?
Yes. Shanghai, China. He's the MD or the CEO, whatever it is. He actually runs the plant. He's in charge of everything there.
Unbelievable, man.
We used to go to school together, and he pursued it through Australia. They told him when he was Holden's here in Australia, and General Motors bought him out. If you want to further your career, you got to go offshore.
Unbelievable.
That's why he was looking at moving to America, to possibly Detroit.
To Detroit?
From South Korea was his last gig. He was going to go to Detroit, but then they shifted him and told him to run a plant in Shanghai. They pump out, Tommy, 5 million cars a year.
In Shanghai?
Yes.
That used to be Detroit, right?
No, in Shanghai and in China.
I know, but it used to be here, right? That work used to be here, no?
Yeah, most of you guys won't realise most of your work has gone offshore.
Yes, of course.
Well, yeah, no doubt. But wait, what's oh my God, what's Honda's built in the U.S. though? A lot of Hondas are built in the U.S., I believe, right?
I don't.
You'll find in about probably 5 years' time or so, there's going to be a universal platform for all vehicles.
Really? So it's all going to be all like under one roof that they're making.
The chassis will be a universal chassis, and anyone can build their car on top of that.
Universal. Wow.
So do you think it's all going to be electric, Don, or what?
Yes, the way my mate's telling me, he goes, the ICE engine is on its way out and electric is on its way in.
I'm not okay with that.
No, I'm not either.
To be honest.
Not okay with that one bit. Oh my
well,
God.
I think I read an article not too long ago, like if you get any kind of like little minor fender bender, it can like just destroy the whole car. Like, you know,
You
if you
do,
hit like the cell or whatever you hit, you know what I mean? The whole car's fucked then.
Yeah.
yeah, you do realize that Camaros have pulled the plug. General Motors have pulled the plug on the Camaro.
Yeah, yep, I did see that.
That's
Yep.
unreal. Oh well.
You know,
Yeah, a lot of your big factories, Steve, are in Mexico, China, and India. India does a lot of the British cars, a lot of the MGs, and a lot of Hyundais, and so forth.
well,
India is becoming
look what
very
Steve
big.
just said.
Interesting.
GM just introduced the new V8. It's not dead yet. It'll be around for a while.
Beautiful. I wish I had a V8 in my car. I really do. This car, I can't stand it as a 6.
The
Huh.
Steve front-wheel drive V8, which are crap.
What do you mean?
There's very rare rear-wheel drive V8s anymore. Most of them all gone to front-wheel drive.
Or all-wheel drive.
Yeah, I'll take all wheel. I can't stand front wheel. I want an 8-cylinder rear wheel drive, a regular car. That's a regular car, isn't it?
Yeah, it'll
That's
be
why
great in the
Tommy-
winter.
I don't care
I
about
can't,
that.
I can't understand
Well,
why
that's true.
Cadillac is going
Around
front-wheel.
where you live, it won't matter.
It wouldn't matter, right?
I can't understand why Cadillac is front-wheel drive. It's such a big car, big heavy car.
I just don't like the way it pulls, man, Don, instead of push. I don't know.
Hey, Ralph, how you
Steve,
doing?
Steve, that's not actually correct, because in Europe, a lot of the trucks, okay, are running hybrids and petrol. Europe is banning diesel completely. It's banned all SUV diesels.
Okay, I'm okay with diesel being gone, but regular gas, I need it. I'm an old school head.
Yeah, but you need diesel. You need diesel for the trucks, the dump trucks, and you know.
Oh, yeah, for that?
Yeah. I mean, for
Those,
cars,
yes,
one
but
thing,
if you notice, a lot of our trucks are very old compared to what they've got in Europe in technology.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, it's a whole different thing now. Can you imagine 18-wheelers are automatic? They're not even stick anymore. The big rigs are automatic.
Yeah, they're all automatic, and you can jump in front of the truck and that'll lock up straight away. It'll know that you've jumped in front of the truck and it'll stop.
It's the craziest thing. I'm seeing 53-footers being pulled with an automatic. I've never seen such a thing.
Oh, yeah.
Tommy, no one knows it.
That's crazy.
Today's generation don't know how to draw a stick.
Yep, that's why I showed my son how to do it. That's how I taught my son, probably at 15 years old, taught him how to drive a stick.
I think
Here in Australia,
go ahead.
Here in Australia, when you buy a car, you got an option of manual or automatic.
No more
manual
options.
is always cheaper than an automatic.
Sure.
Oh, yeah, no doubt.
Sure. But we can't do it. We don't even have that option anymore. They don't even make them that much.
Yeah, the only one who still rolls with the standards, I think, are like a lot of the Volkswagens and the Subarus.
Yeah, maybe a Vet. If you're lucky, you can get it. I don't even know.
Yeah, you don't really see a lot of that being offered anymore.
Well, they offer nowadays automatics in paddle shift, like the Formula One cars, which is a semi-automatic.
Now, depending on where you live, around here, it will be tough to drive a stick. You guys see the traffic I'm always in. It will be tough to drive a manual here, but I still like it.
Yeah, Teresa Murphy, I drove some, and I'm sure you have because you've done this practically your whole life. But I mean, in the little time that I was with the post office, those things are such junk. Those postal vehicles, they're not safe whatsoever, and they're like a tin can. It's like driving a pop can with wheels. Those stupid post office vehicles, they're horrible.
The electric vehicles are almost outselling the ICE engines.
Well, we had a fire down the block here. It was a while ago. All kinds of commotion, all kinds of plastic smell. We look out, and it was the postal van that was run on electric, just caught up on fire. It got hot, and it just caught on fire right down the street here on the corner. The electric postal van.
Yeah.
The biggest issue with electric vehicles is the lithium batteries. Once they catch on fire, you cannot put them out. You got to let them burn.
Yep. Yeah, the firemen didn't even know what to do. They were just like, "What the hell? What are we doing here?"
Yeah. Now imagine sitting on top of those batteries and they catch on fire. What are you going to do then?
The whole neighborhood stunk like that burning plastic, you know?
Yeah, that's no good. That's no good. I don't know. I'm just not interested in the electric vehicles right now.
Everyone's going that way. The mentality is electric vehicles are safe for the environment. That's a load of bullshit. Do you know how much diesel and how much polluted those electric vehicles are to get that lithium out of the ground?
Yeah, what about when you got to get rid of the battery? And how about the battery costs $20,000 to replace?
No. Now, there's no second-hand market for electric vehicles.
Did you, Stiggs, did you say, because Teresa Murphy's asking here, did you say that the postal vehicle was electric?
It was electric. A lot of them around here are electric. I look at the back, and that's what the smell was. And we were like, what is that burning? We got a serious problem here. And then when we went outside, yes, it was the electric postal vehicle that was burning. Yep, electric, no gas.
Postal electric, or like the Jetson type.
Yep.
All of our postal guys on their like quad scooters are all electric now. There's no more gas engine scooters. They're all electric.
Yeah, okay. I can give you that. I'm in reason with that. But a car that we're commuting with? No, I'm not okay with it.
Tommy, in Australia, I'll give you an example. Where I live, Adelaide, to go to Melbourne is an 8-hour drive, okay, which is about 800 kilometres. How can you do it with an electric vehicle? You've got to stop at least twice to recharge.
Yeah, no good.
Australia's from city to city, major city, you're talking 800 kilometres is probably the shortest. Then you got 1,800 kilometres. You got 2,400 kilometres. You got 3,600 kilometres to go to Perth from where I am. Mm-hmm. You jump into a diesel, you'll get from here to Melbourne on one tank and have plenty of spare.
Wow.
Yeah, I don't know. It's definitely a crazy topic with pros and cons. You know what I mean? It's just, if you talk to us, we like the fuel cars. You know what I mean? You talk to like a 20-year-old, 30-year-old or whatever, they might have a whole different argument that we have. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that's true. Yeah.
We like the sound of a V8. We love the sound of a 6.
Oh yeah.
We love.
Oh yeah.
You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm, baby. Yep.
Although I'll tell you what. When I can't stand when someone's got a Mustang, a V6 Mustang or a Camaro, and they put the insane exhaust. It sounds terrible.
I call them farts cans. The farts cans.
Sack up, and buy a fucking V8 where it sounds a little bit better.
Right. You're right.
Spend the extra money and don't look like a complete idiot with the stupid mufflers you put on your V6.
That's the poor man's V8.
Unbelievable.
I would rather drive a 4-cylinder knowing that it's slow and no one's going to fuck with me on the road. You know what I mean? If you go and you buy a Mustang with a V6 and you think you got a fast car, you're going to get eaten alive by a V8. No matter how many fart cans or whatever you put on it. It's just, I don't know. It makes me nuts. I hate that shit.
Yeah, it's crazy.
You know what I mean? If you're gonna spend your money and put all the mods into a V6, why didn't you buy a V8 in the first place? I mean, I understand that the insurance is probably way different and stuff like that, but even so, I don't know.
Yeah, my son's Mustang.
That was a rant.
My son's Mustang is a 6, but he just leaves it as it is and he enjoys the ride. He doesn't jack it up. Yeah.
Right. No, I understand. I get it all the way around. But if you want to attract attention, like you have a fast car and it's a V6 that sounds horrible.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, then you deserve to get dragged on by a V8 or an electric car, or an electric car for that matter.
We say go hard or go home.
Yeah, right. Exactly, Don. Teresa, I hope you have a good day. I hope it's not raining. Man, I'll tell you what, when I did the mail, I would rather take a snowstorm or hot weather or whatever, but rain is the worst to deliver mail in. It gets the mail all wet, it shreds, and no matter how much rain gear you got on, you sweat underneath it, and it's just rain sucks. So,
all right, guys, I'm banging out.
All right, Stig. Yeah, I'm gonna end the show in a couple minutes here too.
Talk to you guys later. Great chat. Thank you for your input on the battery. I appreciate it, guys.
Yeah, appreciate you coming on, Stiggs.
All right, talk to you later. Ciao.
Yeah, good
Okay.
times, man. But yeah. So I'll have to head in my house in a few minutes and wake everybody up like I do every morning and get everybody mad at me. Not only do I go and work all night long, I got to come home and wake everyone up, and they're all mad that I wake them up. So,
They should be all up and ready to by the time you walk in the door.
no, God, no. I'm the guy who comes in and wakes them up and pisses everybody off.
Well, then
I'll
turn the
walk.
alarm on.
No, they all have alarm set. They do, but I'm the guy who's got to.
Get
What's
the
that?
alarm from the house. Get the house alarm to scream. That'll get them up.
I'll walk. No, I wouldn't do that. My dogs would shit themselves. I wouldn't do that. I wouldn't do that to them.
Just make noise. Make as much noise as possible. They'll get up.
Do you ever see those videos floating around where the wife and the husband are sleeping and the wife's still awake, the husband's snoring, and the wife's just staring and staring and
Yeah.
staring at the husband, and all of a sudden she smashes him in the face, and then she acts like she's sleeping. I'm waiting.
Yeah.
I'm waiting for that to happen to me one day. I'm waiting to wake up with a fucking egg on the side of my face.
That's all right. My wife does it all the time. She rolls over.
What
her arm
happened?
goes flying. She rolls over. The arm goes flying. I cop it.
Oh my God! Yeah, I don't know. I'm waiting for that moment. I'm surprised it probably already happened before. I don't even know. Oh man, my face is a little sore. What happened? Yeah. But all right, Don, I am gonna shut this down. Like I said, I gotta go in and start packing lunches and getting everybody ready. So thanks for coming up, man. This was actually really good. I think we went to A to Z and back, huh?
Yeah.
We did all right today. So
good.
all right. Yeah, hopefully I'll be on tomorrow morning. We'll see.
I'll catch you next time.
All right, Don. Thanks so much.
Everybody, have a good night.
All right, we'll see you. All right, everybody. I really appreciate you guys coming on. I hope we didn't we probably grossed you out, made you laugh, and everything else in between. So I hope you guys had a good time listening. And yeah, I'll hopefully be back in the morning tomorrow. Have a good day. Be productive. Stay safe, and see you soon.